Hello and good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, and most importantly, it is the Wednesday before one of the biggest days in gaming, or I guess biggest week. We talked about this a little bit. We've got so many good games coming out here soon. We don't even know what to do with all these good games. I don't even know which ones I'm going to buy because there's so many. So we'll be talking about that a little bit later, about what games I should buy. But for now, we are going to play Helldivers one last time before the World of Warcraft expansion comes out, before Marathon comes out, before Pocopia comes out, and we are going to enjoy one last Helldive. So good morning, buckle up. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you are all having a blessed day. I'm excited to see you all. We're kind of burnt out on the robots a little bit. We've been fighting the robots a lot. So we're gonna mix it up a little bit different here, and we're gonna fight the bugs for just a little bit. We're gonna try some different gear, you know, have some fun. I don't know why my phone is making so much noise. The alarm went off and some random dude started talking, so let's cancel that. Let's see. You know, we're bored with the meta stuff. We've been playing meta pretty long here, so let's try some fun new things for the bugs. I heard that if you use the torture and then you put on a Loud T-Rex, good morning. How's it going? How are you doing today? You put on a gas backpack that it's an absolutely devastating combo. So let's try this combo. I've never actually tried this one before, so let's give it a go here. Let's grab one of those. Let's see. Got that.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Let's see. Actually, I can fit a weapon on here too, right? So what was the? They said use the gas backpack. Maybe it was the sterilizer, and then something like that. Yeah. Now let's change our armor to the one that gives me gas and acid resistance. There we go. Okay, let's give this a try. Chaotically Fun Guy, good morning. You're here early. I just realized I forgot my water. That's gonna make... I'm gonna have to leave at some point to go grab my water, because we can't properly Helldive if we're not properly hydrated. How y'all doing today? I don't know. I need your guys' help on what game to play next, because this week, excuse me, we have Marathon coming out, we have Pocopia coming out, we have World of Warcraft coming out, we have Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green coming out, we have Resident Evil Marathon coming out, we have Slay the Spire 2 coming out, and there's one other one. I can't remember what the other one is, but that's huge, right? This is gonna probably be the biggest drops in gaming, besides maybe when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, if it comes out. So do I buy Pocopia? I'm on the fence about Pocopia. I really don't think it's going to be a good game, but I see some good reviews of it. I love Viva Pinata, so I kind of think that one. But also, Marathon's got a lot of hype, and Marathon is my style of game, so maybe Marathon. I don't know. Also, I'm hyped for another game that just came out this morning. I'm hyped to go try it. Medabots Survivors just came out on the mobile platform. I know mobile gaming, people hate mobile gaming, I understand it, but Medabots was one of those old animes that I really enjoyed, so I'm kind of hyped to see the Medabots come out and see what Medabots Survivors looks like. So yeah, I'm really excited to give that a try. I'm excited to see Medabots make a comeback. So yeah, we're gonna play that, but I think I have to buy Pocopia, right? I think that's the one, but also maybe, just maybe, the right call is Marathon. I don't know, there's a big open beta for Marathon coming out here soon, so maybe we'll wait for the open beta for Marathon and give that a try, and then if that's good, we'll buy that instead. I don't know, I'm trying to save money, so I can't buy all the games, but there's a lot of good games coming out, and it's making it tough. Alright, so we're trying this combo of the Sterilizer, the Dog Breath, and the Flamethrower, the handheld torture, and seeing if this is good. People said this is a really nasty combo, so we are gonna we are going to try this one out. Ooh, did you see that throw? That was a perfectly placed grenade. I feel like maybe not. I thought that was a perfect grenade, but apparently I missed. So let's blow his butt up. I don't think it's out just yet. Everything's coming out. It's on the 5th. On March 5th is when we're getting Marathon, we're getting Pocopio, we're getting Slay the Spire 2, we're getting so many good things. It's really hard to choose just one. Alright. This combo is actually working pretty fun so far. I'm really digging this one. Except for I'm on fire. I'm on fire real bad. Let's see. I see a bunch of dudes over there. Come on, Eagle. Get him. Okay, Eagle did its job. I feel like it took that guy out. But it didn't take that guy out. Okay, we're in trouble. You're in science class? What are you learning in science class today? Okay, that's not good. I dropped my Eagle. Well, all right. Well, we took out the Bile Titan with us, so the downside to this class is there's not a lot of mobility. So when those Bile Titans start stepping up on you, you don't have a whole lot of options against them, I guess. Chemical reactions. Oh, that's fun.
Enemy tactical asset within threat range.
I was never much good at science. I want to be good at science, but I'm not good at science, especially like organic chemistry. Like there's no way. I could not do organic chemistry at all. So if you understand that, more power to you. That was not my forte. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really know what my forte in school even was. I wasn't particularly good at any class, now that I'm kind of thinking about it. Like, I wasn't exceptional at math. I wasn't exceptional at science. Definitely wasn't exceptional at literature. I guess aggressively average is the best way to rank me as a student. And that's probably being generous. Ooh, okay, there's a big guy there. Science and physics are really good, especially if the teacher has a real-life example over just reading and writing. The right teacher definitely makes a big difference. Having a good teacher can really make the difference between understanding the source material and, like, not understanding anything, right? So I definitely appreciate a good teacher over a mediocre teacher. But unfortunately, I really feel like our chances of getting good teachers are lessening by the moment. If you spend any time on like the teaching subreddit, you see such a huge amount of like teachers who are frustrated with bad administration, with bad parents who are unwilling to discipline students, all sorts of problems, and I don't foresee us having a boon of teachers anytime soon. It really seems like the vast majority of teachers are leaving very quickly and unwilling to continue teaching. Because most teaching jobs seem to pay absolute dirt too. So like, you're taking flack from teachers, you're taking flack from administration, you're taking flack from all the different groups, and out of it you get low pay, unpaid hours. Yes, you have a nice little vacation in the middle, but like that's not it is a paid vacation, but basically you work for 9 months, but you get paid for 12 months, so you just get smaller paychecks. Like it's not as great as it's made out to be. So like, I don't foresee us having a an influx of good teachers anytime soon, unfortunately. I really feel like we need some sweeping changes to the way education works and the way that we treat our education people, or we're going to have even more of a crisis than we already have when it comes to school and all the other problems, you know? So I thought about being a teacher, honestly, for a little bit, but again, it's like, okay, so I'm going to go to school to make like $40,000 a year, so I'll have tons of student debt, and you're beholden to the admin, you're beholden to the students, and like the stories you read now are absolutely wild. Like, I've seen Reddit stories about one teacher was literally complaining yesterday that her classroom was taking pictures of her in the middle of class and then posting those pictures on social media with captions, and they were like memeing on their teacher in the middle of class. And so they went to admin for support, like, hey, this isn't appropriate, and admin's just like, what are you gonna do? The parents don't want to discipline the students. We can't take away their electronics because it'll open us up to liability. So the solution is either you quit or you deal with it. And that sucks, right? So there's definitely... I know the last few streams I've been like, the next generation, but like my class was bad in ways. Like, don't get me wrong, every class has like class clowns and frustrating people who aren't paying attention and things like that. But it definitely seems like the next generation in school has behavioral issues that are of a whole new level, I guess, is where I would put it at, right? Like, I would have never had the ability or thought about, I'm going to take pictures of my teacher and then I'm going to post it online making fun of, I'm going to cyberbully my teacher. Like, that thought never crossed my mind even, but apparently it's a thing. Or like when the devious licks trend was like really big, where you just go around vandalizing the school and things like that. Like, my school has police officers. I have heard of that happening in a few different schools that have like police officers. They have metal detectors. They have gun detectors. All those sort of things. Definitely feels like a failure of our civilization as a whole if the school needs to have a police officer present at all times. You know, that definitely feels like a failing. My leg is broken. Someone called down stims far away from me. We're just out of luck. We are out of luck. Can you stim me, Blue, please? Please? Just a little stim? No? Stim me! Bro! Okay, I guess I'm on my own here. This guy is not stimming me. My legs are broken. I've got one hit left. It's not looking good. It's things are looking grim here. Well, there we go. The Finnish government made a law that allowed teachers to confiscate phones and other electronics for up to the school's duration, and many teachers and students liked the decision. I think that's... I think we could go a step further. I think we can go a step further. I know it's going to make me really unpopular with the younger demographic, but I really think we can go a step further. I think we can say that there is no reason for children under 13 to even have phones. I don't think it would be a bad thing for society for us to make a law that says if you're under 13, you're just simply not allowed to have electronic devices. No social media, no Facebook, no nothing. I don't think that would be a loss for society.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, between social media and all the other problems, it's clear we as a society have lots of issues, and a lot of those issues are stemming from things such as social media, YouTube, phone, screen time, all those sort of things. So if we were just to cut out some of that, I definitely think there would be a win for society as a whole. And I know parents' immediate thing is like, well, my kid needs it. I need to be in constant contact with them. I don't think you do. I maybe it's because I'm not a parent, but like, we survived for how many thousands of years as a species without cell phones? So like, no, your kid doesn't need a cell phone. We have survived for very, very, very long without it. I think we can find other solutions. Or at the very least, get like the Disney Fireflies, where like it's a cell phone, but it can only call like 4 numbers, and that's like mom, dad, emergency contact, and police, and that's it. That's all the cell phone. Like, maybe more of that. But I really feel like at some point, what's gonna happen is in like 100 years, people are going to look back at this period of time and they're going to research it and like, wow, how stupid and savage were we that we allowed 8-year-olds to go on YouTube and make YouTube videos to make money. I'm so glad we have grown and changed since then as a society, because obviously it's so damaging, and we know that now. I really feel like that's what's going to happen. You know, every time anyone goes back and looks at society, they always talk about like, oh, what? Look how far we've changed. Look how far we've come. And this period of time is going to be no different. All right, did we get the guy? We're almost there. The only reason I don't like age verification is it seems like none of the companies will... Yeah, that is absolutely true. I like that Discord is trying to help with age verification. I like that they're trying to find a solution, but the solution isn't to give them our government-issued ID, because they're going to immediately sell it. That's immediately what's going to happen. Is they're like, oh, thank you for your data. I'm going to go ahead and sell that now. And I don't want that, right? I've already got so many scam callers. I've already got so many issues. Like, giving companies more data isn't the solution here. We've seen how irresponsible like Facebook is. We've seen how irresponsible most of the companies are. That is not our solution to this. But there does need to be some sort of solution, right? Kids are... what was that group that was like out of the UK where there was like 5,000 kids in a group chat and they were just saying the most disgusting and vile things about women? Like, we need to acknowledge we can't let especially young men have unfettered access to the internet. It's not working. They're not responsible or mature enough to have it, so we need some sort of solution, but the solution isn't just to give government IDs. We need something else. Okay, you guys, you finished that. Let's go get this thing sent. Let's send the ICB in. We're running low on reinforcements. Part of that is my fault. This build, it's fun, but this is not the right... This Rupture Strain is not the right one to use this build on. You definitely need explosives to deal with the Rupture Strain. The verification provider is connected with the U.S. government, which could violate your First Amendment. Here's the secret to that, is with the current administration and the current way everything is going on, it doesn't matter if something is a First Amendment violation. It doesn't seem to matter if something violates the law or your rights or anything like that, because we live in a land of chaos right now. Rules don't apply any longer. Laws don't apply any longer, so... Is it a First Amendment violation? Probably. Does it matter? No, because as long as no one's actually enforcing the laws or making these changes and things, then nothing is ever going to happen about it, right? So it's frustrating. I want there to be changes, but it doesn't seem like anything is going to be enforced for quite a while. So Buckle up, it's just the beginning.
Objective complete.
Alright, we're going to slowly wander to the ICBM over here. Apparently the State of the Union was pretty cringe last night too. I didn't happen to watch it, but I've seen a lot of people coming back and talking about the State of the Union address and how much they disliked it, but that one I don't have an opinion on just yet because I haven't actually watched it. I've just seen the secondhand people talking about how many standing ovations there were and how much it was preached that things like, oh, immigrants are ruining our communities and pirating and plundering and destroying and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to have to take some time to watch that today at some point, but today is my last day of work. Vacation is coming up, so I don't know if I want to spend my last day being filled with bad news, you know? I'm ready for vacation to start. I'm ready for World of Warcraft. I'm ready for... The one bummer here, so Emmy and I have a tradition. Whenever a World of Warcraft expansion comes out, we used to stay up till midnight. We'd stuff our faces with Chinese food and enjoy it. And now, like, now that I've lost so much weight and, like, I'm being conscious of what I'm eating and all that, like, the appeal of cramming a bunch of food in my face isn't really there. So that's not as good. I can't stay up till midnight anymore because I'm way too old for that, so that doesn't work. And all of a sudden, like, all of our launch day traditions are just gone because I'm too old. Too old.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
I really wish these guys would stop taking all of my supplies. I'm running out of stims left and right because they keep taking all of my freaking stims, man. Alright, run. We're running. We're running. Problem solved. If there's no leader, no change happens, and chaos encodes. But if we have a leader, bad changes happen. Chaos, there's no solution that would satisfy everyone. Here's the thing, is I don't even want a solution that'll satisfy everyone at this point. I understand that where we are at in society right now is because there is not a majority, but a large amount of people who are happy with these things happening. So, you know what? At this point, I don't care if those people are happy or not. If you're actively voting for children to be taken from their homes for people we put in horribly illegal camps, then I don't care if you're happy with the solution or not. Because I don't think I value those opinions. So I guess maybe that makes me a bad person, maybe that makes me unempathetic, but if you're happy with the state of the United States right now, then I really don't care for if the solutions would make you happy or not. Trying to find a middle ground has caused so many problems in the world today. And I think that we as a society need to acknowledge that compromise is the enemy of progress. And also, something that I think that needs to be recognized is that there is a moral objectivity. Too much of the, well, there's no such thing as good and evil. It's black and white and middling in the middle ground. It's just, we need to objectively say, yes, there is evil. Yes, these things are evil. And that can help us move towards a solid goal. But right now, the way we have our two-party system set up is one party gets in power, they make a bunch of changes, then the next party spends the entire time trying to undo those changes, and the next party comes in and tries to bring those changes back, and we just spin our wheels and nothing happens. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer, nothing good happens. Alright, problem solved. We've beat the mission. Let's go see if we can take out this very last thing over here. Where's Dex at today? Dex, have you joined yet? You're being awfully quiet if you're here, Dex. Maybe not. See, okay, big patrol over there. There's a big patrol over here. Light him up. And of course, he calls someone in right with his dying breath. Why wouldn't he do that? Why wouldn't you cause all sorts of problems?
Calling in reinforcements. Have a taste of democracy.
I started watching Fallout. We got to Fallout Episode 2 last night for Season 2. I am loving the Fallout TV show. And unfortunately, every time I watch the Fallout show, it makes me want to start a Dungeons & Dragons game based in the Fallout universe. I feel like Dungeons & Dragons Fallout would be a lot of fun, and there's a lot of potential for goofy, silly world building, but also a lot of really fun and serious moments. I just don't have time for another D&D game right now, but I kind of really want to play Fallout D&D. I've also always felt like the last year I felt this calling thought, I don't know. I feel like a Dungeons & Dragons styled TTRPG where you play as firefighters would be really cool. I don't know why I've been feeling that lately, but I kind of feel like there's a way to make a firefighter the TTRPG that's a lot of fun, and I kind of want to build that out and play with that a little bit and see, because I feel like there could be like some cool mechanics and like a lot of high risk, high reward, high tension sort of moments. I don't know. I just feel like Firefighter, the RPG, could be a lot of fun. Bubble's here. Good morning, Bubble. What level are you playing on? We dive on level 10. We basically dive on level 10 exclusively. The only reason I ever turned down the difficulty is actually a couple times I've turned down the difficulty because there's a bunch of rumors about like level 8 being harder than level 10. And I kind of want to explore those rumors, so I might turn down the difficulty a little bit to explore that. Should play one time? Yeah, you're welcome to join my games. Once this match is over, if you send me a friend code, we can play. I don't play for very long in the mornings, unfortunately, because I gotta go to work, but I'm willing. I'm definitely not super happy with this build. It's a ton of fun. This build is a lot of fun, but it's not for my play style. I feel like I'm dying a whole ton because I don't have the tools for dealing with all the different situations here. Then we will never play, because I don't play in evenings. Basically, for the most part, if it's not early morning, I don't play video games, because I'm either spending time with my wife, or we're out doing things, or I'm asleep because I go to bed early because I am an old man at heart. So, unfortunately, I basically never game past, like, noon. Noon is about the latest I play video games. Does watching the game count as hours played, because I have tons of hours then? Bubble! You have to help me decide what to play next. We've got a lot of great games coming out here soon, and I don't have enough money to buy them all. We've got Pokopia, we got Pokemon Red and Blue, or Red and Green remake, we've got Slay the Spire, we've got the World of Warcraft expansion, we've got Marathon, we've got Resident Evil Requiem. I definitely plan on getting Fire Red or Leaf Green to do some Nuzlocke. I feel like it's been long enough that we haven't done Nuzlocke, so it's time to do some Nuzlocke challenges again. Night shift police officer. That's pretty cool. I miss the night shift. If I actively had a chance, I would definitely go, like, if I could pick any schedule in the world, I would definitely pick to work from, like, 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. Like, give me back the night shift. I so much prefer the night shift. I hate working a standard 9 to 5. Cause, like, I understand we have to work. No, I don't get me wrong. It's not saying, like, I don't like working, but I hate, like, okay, I work from 6, well, I guess technically I work from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. So on regular weekdays, basically by the time I get off of work, everything is closed. And when I get up, nothing is open. So the only way to ever get things like doctor's appointments and stuff like that is you have to do it on a day off, or you have to take PTO for it. And that sucks, you know? Taking a whole day off from work just for a doctor's appointment is so lame. Night shift is where you see interesting folks. As a, like, on patrol, I definitely don't doubt that. I definitely don't doubt that you get the most interesting incidents if you're working the night shift as a police officer.
Calling in extraction.
When I worked in a call center, that is also true. Is we got the most interesting people who call into the call center at night as well. And a lot of the calls were really, really sad, especially like around holidays. Christmas was one of my favorite days to work. One, because I wasn't religious at the time. Two, because we got paid so much money. But it was always so sad that you would have so many people who would call in and they would just make stuff up because they just wanted to talk to someone, but they couldn't admit that they were just lonely. So they would call with just like the most completely... It'd just be like, hello? Yeah, my money is wrong. Oh, okay. Well, what's wrong with your money? It's wrong. Can you tell me what's wrong with it? No, it's wrong. All right. Can you be more specific? I should have more money. Okay. When's the last time that you looked at your statement? I haven't looked at it in a year. Okay, so you want me to read off all your purchases for 1 year to see if there's a mistake? Yes. All right, it's Christmas. I'm here for 10 hours. What else do I have to do? Let's do it. And you just sit there and talk to them for an hour because they were lonely and they didn't want to admit that they were lonely and sad. That one was super frustrating. Thank you for the subscribe, Birdie. The one I will never forget, though, I've talked about this one before, but this is burned into my mind. This lady who called in. Man, this lady called in, and the way she talked, like the cadence of her voice is permanently burned into my mind. And I'm going to do my best to recreate it for you now, because I still quote this to my wife. It's been like 6 years, but this lady called in, and it was, "Can I ask you a question? What the dollar in my account? Can I ask you another question? What the penny in my account? Can I ask you another question? When are you open? Can I ask you another question?" And she did that for 10 minutes. And I felt like I could feel my soul leaving my body. It was so annoying and frustrating. I got through it, but man, was that a hard phone call to get through. Another favorite phone call, I always love talking about some of these old phone calls. This lady called in, and there's screaming and smoke alarms going off in the background. And when she finally gets on the phone, she's just like, "My house is on fire! What's my balance?"
10 seconds, clear landing zone.
Ma'am, what? What? Go deal with your house being on fire.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates.
Another favorite call I had. when I worked in the credit card division was this guy was calling in super angry because he's like, my daughter owes $32,000 on her credit card. How could this be? And when I looked up her credit card, what happened was his daughter had overpaid the credit card by $1,000. So it showed negative $1,000 online, and she's like, oh no, $1,000. So she paid $1,000. So then it said negative $2,000, and she said, oh no, now I owe $2,000. So she paid $2,000, and then it said negative $4,000. Oh no. So she paid $4,000, and then it said negative $8,000, and went all the way up to so her father called in and was like, "How does she owe $32,000 on this credit card?" And sir, she paid $32,000 that she didn't owe to us. She doesn't owe that money. She keeps overpaying her credit card because she doesn't understand how credit cards work. Oh. Can I have the $32,000 back? Yeah, please. We'll send you a check. I think everyone should work in a call center once, but just once. Just once, because it is one heck of an experience to work on a call center. Alright, I did not like that build. Send me a check for it too. I could use $32,000. Pay off a car, go to Italy. I'd take 32 grand.
Freedom wins again.
But you know, each one of you watching now is 1 penny closer to Italy. So, you know, we're getting there 1 penny at a time. All right. I forgot to grab my water bottle. So I need to go grab my water bottle. So y'all hold down the fort for like 30 seconds here while I go fill up my water. Be entertaining so that I can go fill up my water bottle and we don't lose our audience. I'll be right back. Want to stream? Look up at the camera. Look. Can you say hi to stream? Can you say hi to the stream? Look at the camera. No? Okay. Oh. Oh, yes, you're a very spicy kitty. You're a very spicy kitty. Run. Run. Go. Okay, I'm back. My cat loves to play the game where he runs in and steals my chair. It's his favorite game is to run and steal my chair. All right, so without being greedy, how much money do you need right now? So that's a tough question to answer. Like, I would like to go to Italy, and that's going to be like $5,000 or $10,000. Like, I understand it's going to cost a lot of money, but also like that's not a need. So, like, I don't need any money right now. I'd love to pay down some debts. I'd love to go to Italy. But, like, if someone came up to me and was like, hey, should I give you this $500 or should I give this money to someone in need? Like, I give it to someone in need because I don't have a need for it. So I guess it depends on what you define as need. All right, we're changing back. That build did not work very well for us. So let's try out the grenade launcher. We haven't done a good grenade launcher in a little while. Let's play with that for a little bit. Let's grab that. Let's grab a supply pack. Yeah. One of those, and for good measure, one of those. Sonny has no thoughts. That is absolutely true. Actually, no, I take that back. He has one thought, and that thought is food. He only thinks about food, and his diet is not going well. We definitely need to find a way. Though the problem is, every time we put him on a diet, he becomes the most stubborn and annoying cat in the world if he doesn't get the exact amount of food that he wants. And like, we don't like giving into him. We want him to be healthy and live a long time, but also he becomes an absolute menace to live with if he doesn't get the exact amount of food that he wants. So it's a very tough game to play with him. All right, supply pack, grenade launcher, coyote. We're feeling confident that this is going to be a very, very destructive game. Oh boy, okay. I thought I took care of that guy, but apparently I didn't, so now we're in some trouble, so we're gonna run. It is hard not to give them treats. That is definitely very hard. That did not go as planned. I messed that up bad because I wasn't paying good enough attention. That's my bad. I call shenanigans. I don't feel like the Bile Titan hit me with that. I was around a corner. The problem is he can't be reasoned with, right? Like, at some point, like with a kid can be reasoned with and understand logic, but cats can never understand logic, so he doesn't understand we're not punishing him by not giving him treats, you know? Alright, Birdie, thanks for hanging out. Have a good day. Good to see you. Good to meet you. I agree. Someday, hopefully, we'll get to play. I don't know when. Like I said, I'm never on at night, but I hope so. Hopefully, someday it'll all work out. So I heard they changed the grenade launcher, and that's why I'm testing this out. They said that the grenade launcher now has heavy armor piercing, and it does. Wow, it slaps. Okay. We slapped that Bile Titan down pretty hard.
Objective near your position. Turret hive structure destroyed.
Alright, problem solved. New grenade launcher is pretty awesome, no lie. The problem is that this new grenade launcher, though, with the changes to it, it's so powerful that there's basically no reason to use the belt-fed grenade launcher, because this one has more power. It fires just as fast, so like why wouldn't you use the regular one instead of the belt-fed, you know? So that's definitely a problem. Okay, we got that. Pure laser build against the bugs. Lasers are a ton of fun. I once sniped a team's fast recon vehicle.
I'm on it.
I definitely enjoy especially the new Trident. The Trident is such a cool weapon. A laser shotgun is definitely one of my favorite fantasy ideas from this game. Alright, I hear music like there's something coming, but I don't see anything. So what is this dramatic music for? Why do we hear dramatic music?
Mission is progressing.
Orbital inbound.
Maybe it's for down there? The Trident definitely ruled on Cyberstan. The only reason I stopped using the Trident on Cyberstan was because I started using Stealth, and Stealth actually worked pretty decently on Cyberstan. But the Trident was definitely an A+ on Cyberstan. And we needed all the help we could get on Cyberstan. That was the invasion of all invasions.
Mag's empty. Reloading.
Alright, we solved that problem.
Sending in an eagle.
Let's go help I3 over here. Oh wait, I see a Bile Titan. Let's see. Can we take out that Bile Titan from over here? See a little bit more.
Mag's empty. Last reload.
Okay, this is not working. That worked. Okay. Bile Titan solved. Now it's because over they got all bored and left. It definitely... Helldivers are definitely a finicky bunch. And I get it. I fought a lot of bots, and I needed a little break from the bots as well. So, but I would go back now. But I definitely understand, like... I got bored of the bots a little bit because I dived so much on the bots. I just wanted a little change of pace, so... We'll be back on Cyberstan soon. Ooh, nice shot. I have a feeling we're going to get a Cyberstan MO here soon, or we're going to see the consequences for failing at some point, right? We're going to see, like, the automaton factories have gone into overdrive or something. Like, we're going to get some consequences here soon. So, I have a feeling we're going to revisit Cyberstan soonish.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Oh boy, that's a lot of enemies.
For prosperity.
Unfortunately, I won't be joining. If we start a siege on Cyberstan soon, I will not be joining, because as soon as the World of Warcraft expansion comes out, that is going to be my hyper focus for a while. I'm very, very hyped for the new World of Warcraft expansion, so I fully expect to be engrossed in that for a long while. Let's see here. What do we... Let's do it this way. Let's run up here. We've got too many dudes on us.
Not today.
And let's go take care of those things over there. The Shrieker Nest, that's what they're called. I wanted to call them streamers, but that's not right. They're Shriekers. There's too many dudes on me right now, but this is why the green armor is overpowered. Like, if I wasn't wearing the green armor, I'd be dead like 5 times over now, but the green armor just absolutely slaps.
Reinforcing.
Objective critical stratagem available. Enemy tactical asset.
Calling in a hell bomb. My life for super.
Well, I don't know what exploded, but okay.
Calling in reinforcements.
I think my ally exploded me there, maybe? I don't know, I don't know what blew up. I didn't see anything there, so... I don't feel like that one was my fault. Where'd my stuff go? There's some of it, okay.
Mission at 30. Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
What is going on over here?
Calling in reinforcements.
Alright, that is a bad spot to be stuck in the weeds on. No, don't call in reinforcements, dude. Bruh, as the kids say. That is the last thing we needed right now.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate.
Green armor is more protective, and you get the longer stims, and that's the main benefit of it. The longer stims basically makes you immortal for like 8 seconds. Like, it is an excessive amount of time to be
Sentry.
invulnerable for.
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
It is my favorite armor. I do not ever take it off unless I'm doing a very specific build, because it's the best perk in my opinion. I just don't see any reason to use any other perk. Alright. Oh, I think this is the last hole right here. We're looking for one more hole. Is this it? I think this is it. There it is. Okay, Mega Nest down. Alright, now we need to go back this way. Gamefly has said they sent me my next game. We are going to get the Final Fantasy VII Enhanced version on Switch. I'm very excited to play that one. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to appreciate it right now, but I never really got to play Final Fantasy VII, and everyone talks about how good Final Fantasy VII is. Not the Final Fantasy VII remakes, but like the actual Final Fantasy VII itself. So
Back inbound.
I'm excited to play through Final Fantasy VII for the first time and really experience
Asset near your location.
Final Fantasy VII. I personally am partial to Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII has always been my favorite Final Fantasy, but I understand that that is the black sheep of Final Fantasies, so to speak, so...
Dropping package. Requesting air support.
Permanent hive structure destroyed.
I hear bugs, but I don't see the bugs. But I hear them wandering around.
Package acquired.
Oh, there's one down there. A little hidden shell.
Calling in orbital strike. Dropping package.
One of these days, when I have time, maybe maybe when I'm recovering from, if I ever have to do like surgery, and like when I had my hernia surgery, I was out for like 6 weeks and had nothing to do, but I had to just lay there and lay there and lay there. So if I ever have to go through a surgery like that again, maybe I'll buy the Final Fantasy collection of like 1 through 10 and finally sit down and play through all of the Final Fantasies. Never played 8? Oh man, do yourself a favor and play Final Fantasy 8. Holy cow. If nothing else, Final Fantasy 8 has Triple Triad, which is the best minigame in a video game ever made. The music is so good, the gameplay is so good. It's just so good. There's so many good things. The music is amazing in Final Fantasy 8. The story is good. All the different systems are wacky. The junction system is so broken that you can break the game in so many different ways. Like, the optimal way to play Final Fantasy VIII is to avoid leveling up as much as possible to break the game using the junction system. So it's broken and wonky from the ground up, but man, is it fun. Do yourself a favor, get the so Final Fantasy VIII has an enhanced edition, and I highly recommend getting the enhanced edition simply because you can turn up the speed of the game, and there's definitely some parts that feel like they are too slow. So you can get the enhanced edition for like 20 bucks, and it'll give you the ability to put the game at 3 times speed, which again I highly recommend. So do yourself a favor and play through Final Fantasy VIII. The music is amazing. The gameplay is an absolute blast. The junction system is broken, but Triple Triad is so good that they had to bring it over to Final Fantasy XIV Online because so many people demanded it to make a comeback. That's how good Triple Triad is.
Last reload.
Yeah, I'm loving the power of this new grenade launcher. Being able to smoke heavies and large groups of enemies is just ridiculous. If I could aim. Aiming is overpowered. See, that is the power of the green armor right there. Bile Titan hit me, nothing. Enemy stabbed me from the side, nothing. Getting covered in green goo, nothing. Just stim and forget. Come on, press the button, dude. Did you press the button yet? There he goes.
I'm on it.
I think Final Fantasy VIII is my favorite for nostalgia, but I think Final Fantasy 15, I know this is like super unpopular opinion, I feel like Final Fantasy 15 is the best Final Fantasy game, and what I mean by that is like Final Fantasy has always been a story about a bunch of friends, some crystals, and going and saving the world. And I think Final Fantasy 15 best encapsulates that idea. And I know it wasn't well loved or well regarded, but I have a really soft spot for Final Fantasy 15. I think it did a great job of having a world, having friends, and getting that feeling of these are a couple friends on an adventure. I also love going to camp and feeding my people ramen noodles. That's a touch that all gameplay needs. Force feeding your party ramen noodles.
Calling in reinforcements.
Okie dokie, what do we got here? Looks like we got a bug breach. Well, I was going to call in a napalm barrage, but it looks like maybe that was the end of the... No, it wasn't. Okay, napalm barrage, clear that out. Back up, Pink. You're gonna get exploded. Napalm Barrage is my favorite stratagem. If you couldn't tell, holy cow. I love its graphics, I love its destructive power, I love everything about the Napalm Barrage. It is an absolute must on the bugs. All right, that problem has been dealt with. Wait, I see. Well, I saw another problem, but I don't know how that instantly got me. Dex is here. Good morning, Dex. You're late. You're very, very late. What is up with that? Are you not taking your mod duties seriously? Do we need to have a PIP, a performance improvement plan, and set some clear goals on how to be on time? You have an obligation to your family here, Dex. You've let all 3 viewers down. Bubble has had to been lead mod for like the last 20 minutes. What could possibly be more important than being here? I think Dex left again. I think we chastised too hard. I think we girl bossed too hard, too close to the sun, and now he's gone. Also, that's gonna be my other unpopular opinion of the day, I guess. Does anyone else get so frustrated when someone's like, "Oh, I'm a business owner." It's like, "Oh, cool. What kind of business do you do?" I sell MLM. Like that's not a business owner, you know? Like I know that like LinkedIn is this cancer-on society that encourages everyone to lie on their resume about what they do and who they are. But why does everyone on LinkedIn say that they're a CEO, and you look in their company like CEO of a company, like, oh, wow, you're a CEO. What are you the CEO of? Oh, you know, it's a company I founded that sells Herbalife. You're not a CEO, dude. Like, I get you're trying to inflate your ego and look good on LinkedIn, but selling Herbalife does not make you a CEO. Woo! That's a lot of dudes. Got him. Having an LLC gives you a lot of tax breaks that people lie to the government about to receive less taxes or more refunds. I understand that. I'm just saying that selling Herbalife doesn't make you a CEO. That's all I'm saying. I understand you can open up an LLC. I understand there's a lot of tax loopholes. I understand that. I don't necessarily know that I support that, but we wouldn't have to be worried about people doing tax loopholes if billionaires would pay their fair share, you know? So that's a whole different conversation. If CEOs and billionaires would pay their fair share in taxes, we wouldn't have to worry about the little guys doing some casual tax fraud. Yeah. Like the fact that not just billionaires, but like the corporations too, like the fact that TurboTax and all the tax documentation specialists lobby a ton of money every year to make sure that people have to keep buying TurboTax products is so backwards, right? Most civilized countries just do your taxes for you, and at the end of the year they come and say, okay, we have run your tax numbers and it shows that you owe us $500, or we've run the numbers and it shows us that you get back $1,000. And if you disagree with that, then you can audit the government and say, okay, show me the paperwork, show me where I only get this amount back. Like, that seems like such a better system than what we have now. But you know, you got to make the corporations happy. If the corporations aren't happy, then America's not happy.
Calling down a support weapon. But requesting jackpot.
They depend on you messing up. Well, how else are you going to get more people into the prison system, you know? Got to have more bodies for, was it the 15th Amendment?
Requesting sentry.
Sending down sentry.
Also, like, the whole thing, like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, like, the whole tax refund, that's not the government giving you money. That's the government giving you back money that you overpaid. You gave the government a interest-free loan to play with for a year, right? In a perfect world, you wouldn't get any taxes back because you wouldn't be overpaying. But I also understand for a lot of people, saving money is very difficult, so the tax refund is the only way to save money. Also, and this is maybe this is conspiracy theory. Tell me if this is too conspiracy theory, but I feel like the Super Bowl is perfectly placed on purpose for people like, okay, they do their taxes right in the middle of January. You get your tax refund right in time for the Super Bowl to be coming up, which means it's time to buy a new TV, buy a new surround sound system for the Super Bowl, and spend $500 on steaks and beer and alcohol for a Super Bowl party. Maybe it's a conspiracy, but I kind of feel like the Super Bowl is intentionally placed for maximum capitalism to be achieved. Like, hey, you just got your $1,300 tax return back. Why not buy a $2,000 TV and $500 of steaks? It feels too close to me. It feels intentional.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing.
Calling in reinforcements.
That guy just exploded. Or it's just the end of the football season, whichever. Okay, but like, you could end the football season whenever you wanted to, right? Like, they could make the end of football season June, right? It's an arbitrary date. They could make it whatever they wanted. So why does it need to be in February?
Today you carved another foot in a long climb to liberty.
Also, maybe we should just end football. You know, a massive amount of consumerism, the amount of domestic violence, the amount of brain damage, destroying people's bodies for entertainment. I think I think as a civilized society, we can say we need to end football. There's plenty of other sports, plenty of other things. I think we could all do better if we just removed football from society. Why do we need multi-million-dollar football stadiums for high schoolers? It's an obsession, it's weird, and it's problematic.
Welcome back. Well done.
We need more non-contact sports. Let's get those boys into like tennis or basketball or track and field. We have plenty of other things. We don't need American football any longer.
Orbit synchronized.
Tell me you're un-American without telling me. I understand that is like the most unpatriotic opinion I hold. But like, do we need football? I don't feel like we need football. Also, isn't like baseball the great American pastime? So shouldn't we be advocating for more baseball anyways? Like, I don't know. I feel like we've moved past the need for football as a society. We could also get rid of baseball though. Baseball's pretty boring. I agree with that as well, Bubble. We can move past baseball.
Launch initiated.
Or at least like... Oh. Do we need 9 innings? Like, couldn't we cut it down to like 3 innings or 5 innings? Does it really need to be 9 innings? Like, what is the significance of having 9 innings when you could do best of 3 or best of 5?
Your name. Live up to freedom.
Requesting orbital strike.
We need the baseball from Futurama. Is that Blurn's ball? You won't be here on Friday. What are you doing on Friday, Dex? You got a date? Everyone pry into Dex's personal life. Let's all wildly speculate. What is Dex doing on Friday morning that's more important than being here at 9 in the morning? I mean, I don't see a problem with a date at 9 o'clock in the morning, right? Like, time is arbitrary. I know most people go on dates like after work and stuff, but is there anything? There's nothing wrong with going like a coffee date, going out on a nice coffee run early in the morning.
Unleashing democracy.
Calling in orbital strike.
I know we talk about dating a lot on this channel and how glad I am I don't have to date again, but man, every time I go on Reddit and look at like the relationship subreddits and things like that, I am so glad that I never have to date again. I'm so glad that I have Emmy, because it looks like such a frustrating thing out there. And the thing that's super frustrating me right now is this idea like that dating apps have perpetuated, that there's always someone better out there, there's always something else out there. So like, You go online and say, hey, you know, this guy did one thing I don't like. And it's immediately like, well, why stay with him? Just dump him. Just go find someone else. Literally just go onto Tinder and there's 1,000 other people waiting for you. Like, don't bother communicating. Don't bother trying to work it out. Don't bother trying to come together. Just, nah. He's not perfect. Go find someone else. The fact that we treat people like a disposable product is just so gross. That's how I felt about Zillow after I bought my house.
Freedom forever!
Did you see Zillow has a new partnership with World of Warcraft? You can partner with World of Warcraft and Zillow. I feel like there's no point in looking at houses anymore on Zillow. Like, excuse me.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
With housing prices at like 6%, 7%, and a starter home being $500,000, there's basically no point to looking at houses because there's no way we're ever going to be able to afford to move. I will say though, I criticize President Trump a whole lot. I will give one non-criticism. I heard last night at the State of the Union that he either created or has reaffirmed that he is going to sign the executive order that will make it so that businesses and corporations cannot buy single-family houses anymore. And I do think that is a great idea. I do think that there is no reason why mega corporations should be able to buy housing as an investment. Housing should not be an investment. So if that's true, if he did either reaffirm to signing that or actually sign that last night, you know, I will be the first to say I criticize the president a lot, but that is a good move in my book, a move in the right direction. We do not need corporations owning single-family housing. Does it matter anymore? They literally bought all the neighborhoods. You know, it matters. It matters because it might not undo the damage, but it helps to mitigate future damage, right? So it can't undo the previous problems, but it can help to mitigate the problems going forward, and that's still a win in my book. Excuse me. It would be nice if we had a law that said all the businesses have to sell their houses, but that's never going to happen.
Reporting to the front.
Countdown initiated.
How brutal would it be if they introduced a law and the law said American citizens are allowed legally, you can own one house. And that's it. You can't have investment properties for mortgages. You can't have you cannot buy and sell and trade homes. You are allowed one home, and that is it. Careful, Dex. They manufactured the problem. That sounds like a conspiracy. That sounds like Joe Rogan talk going on over there. You say that like the government doesn't operate solely to appease the rich. Fair.
A triumphant return. Always good to have another hero.
Oh, excuse me.
Managed democracy calls for aid. Only you can answer.
All right, we got 10 minutes, which
Let us
means
secure the sustenance.
Coordinates locked.
we have enough time to do one more mission.
Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters.
Also,
Orbit synchronized.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how much disgust would you feel if I changed my wardrobe and purchased solely Tommy Bahama shirts? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does that disgust you? Because I think I'm at an age where I can switch to Tommy Bahama.
Launch initiated.
Rock the Tommy Bahama shirts. Get the Vipes. You know, I talk about my Pit Vipers so much. We gotta shorthand it to the Vipes. You are 67 years old. I feel it. I feel that old in my soul, Dex. I feel that old in my soul.
And fear the shadow of neither death nor tyranny, but justice is your cause.
Calling down a sentry. Calling down a support weapon. Calling in orbital strike.
Ooh, bringing the big booms. You see that? Blowing stuff up. Breaking the law. Oh, we're running. There are some days that I wish I was 67 years old because I hope and pray at age 67 I can finally retire, you know. Hopefully at that point I'll have nothing to do all day but to go out and look at birds. My true passion in life is going out and looking at birds.
Mag's empty. Reloading.
I truly don't understand the people who are like, I could never retire because I wouldn't know what to do with myself all day. Like, I cannot wait for the ability to retire, the ability to have passive income and get to choose what I do with every single day. Like, that sounds like a dream come true. I couldn't imagine being so attached to my work that I couldn't figure out what to do with myself if I didn't have to go to work for 10 hours a day. Plus, you all have that to look forward to, right? In 30 years when I retire, I can finally stream for 5 or 6 hours a day. You know, I could be like Skyrim Grandma and just streaming all day. So if y'all continue to support the channel, 30 years from now, you can be watching Waffles at 5 a.m. until 10 a.m. with my long streams. So you have that to look forward to in retirement.
Requesting orbital strike.
I don't think so, Dex.
Reloading.
And we'll offer up some prayers to Jesus for your continued health so that you can make it to 67 so that you can watch my stream.
What a nice cup of liver.
I do understand it though. Every day typically there's someone on like the Catholic forums who's like, I don't want to die, but at the same time, like I want to be in heaven, right? I want to be reunited with God. I want to be out of this world of sin. And like, I get it, right? You hear about how wonderful heaven is and how good it is to be reunited with your creator in a perfect body. Like, why would you want to exist on Earth when that exists? So I do understand it, at least to some degree. Dex, go ahead and time yourself out for 30 seconds with that giggity. We do not giggity in chat.
Democracy has landed. Last reload. Calling in orbital strike.
Firing gas strike.
Speaking of giggity, has anyone watched Family Guy? Like, in the last, like, has anyone legitimately watched, like, Family Guy in the last 10 years? I feel like Family Guy has died off so hard. I never hear anyone talking about it anymore. It seems to have left just the entirety of, like, the zeitgeist of pop culture. Like, basically, when they took Brian off the show, they destroyed the show. And I feel like it's just gone forever. Seeing clips, it seems like it's getting better. I mean, in all fairness, it's not like it could get worse, right? It has nowhere to go but up.
Calling down a sentry.
Same thing with, like, American Dad. I've been seeing a lot of clips of Beavis and Butthead, like the remake where Beavis and Butthead are old now. In like season 10, they killed Brian for like 2 episodes. It was a whole ordeal. They hyped up like Brian's going to die and be removed from the show forever, and people went out and got like tattoos of Brian. It was like a whole thing. Which was really sad. Like, you should not like a Family Guy character so much that you're willing to tattoo them on your body.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 begin descent.
Today you've carved another foot in a long climb to liberty.
All right. That is it for me. I start my vacation tomorrow. World of Warcraft comes out tomorrow. So plan on Friday morning. Most likely I'm going to be playing World of Warcraft, so just prepping you for that. But I gotta go prep for my last day of work before vacation. Though the hardest day, right? The day before vacation is without a doubt the hardest day of work.
Freedom wins again.
All right, let's end with our prayer as always. That was the wrong button. Take my hat off. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, thank you for this blessed day, and thank you for all that you do for us. We continue to pray for the health of all the people who are struggling with mental illness. We continue to pray for all the people who are struggling and victims of war. And as a special prayer, we pray for all the people who are undergoing Lent right now as we enter into the second week of Lent, as we deal with our temptations in the desert, so to speak, as we deal with wrestling with preparing for the Easter season. Lord, help us all to grow closer to you. We pray for Dex that he may live a long and healthy life and be with us for a long time. We pray for all the souls in purgatory, the souls who have been forgotten, the souls who have no one left to pray for them. Lord, help them. And one last special intention, pray for me, everyone. I am trying to get through the Bible in Lent, and I am far behind. I've only read through 2 or 3 books already, so I'm behind on my Lenten promises. Lord, forgive me. I am trying very hard to catch up and get through the entire Bible on Lent, so Lord, help me through that. Lord, help all the people who are discerning the seminary school, all the people who want to become priests. We definitely have a priest shortage and have a need for the priests in our community. So, Lord, help to guide those hearts. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, everyone, that is it for me. We'll be live on Friday for the new people joining us. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 5 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. I hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed day, and we will see you all again on Friday, except for Dex, who says that he's going to be on a date at 9 a.m. instead of joining us. So hopefully, whatever it is, goes well. Thank you, everyone, for joining me, and I will see you on Friday.